Hole number one, we're starting off this Centenary Harbor Christmas Down Under tournament off with a power two ball. I'm actually going to play this one with a katana. You're going to see me change it up here in just a minute. I do want to have a good amount of side spin here to the right to execute this shot with a little bit less curl. You can play this with a marlin and just give it more curl, but I think having 3 side spin to the right here works out very nicely with about 1 bar of top spin depending on the wind. Now, I adjust this shot here at 10% maximum at distance. So you see here, clean little pull. And what that's going to do, a little bit of half a bar of right curl here, just to keep this one on this kind of skinny but workable fairway off to the right-hand side. I just want to say right here, right now, I don't know every single shot on this course yet. I did my very best to get some drops and to show you some possible routes that we can play. Second shot here, sniper coming in 30% minimum distance on this setup, right in front of the bunker here. Now, this is going to depend on the level of sniper you have. I do give this 5.5 bars of backspin. I understand this is not going to work for every single level. I'm not there yet. Give me another couple of weeks with the course and we'll have some more shots. But this is certainly one look that's going to work for many players. So I want you to see it in action. 2.6 here, 30% minimum distance on this pull. And, it's one way that we can get it done. So we got to hit perfect. That is absolutely in the notes. Make sure you write it down. Don't forget it. Little bounce and roll here. This is quite the green, but we got one to go. We'll see you on the next one. All right, so once again, hole number one, we're going to try this one a little bit more assertively. Now, I'm cycling through the power balls here to see where this sets us up. As you can tell, we've got a nice, strong tailwind, and there's a lot more fairway to work with than just on the right side here. So let's try some stuff. Power 5 ball, EM7, gets us nicely over these trees. And I feel like if we can just hit perfect or something very close to it, we should have a good chance to get this one down nice and far. So slight great left ball here. Doesn't actually pose too much of a problem. You see here, nice little bounce, long little roll down the fairway past those pretty plants. And boy, oh boy, we can see the green. Now, second shot, I play this with a standard end bringer method, and you're going to see a terrible outcome. So the elevation change here with this low-level end bringer and the spot that I chose to bounce on here does not work at all. This green has a great big slope coming in from right to left, so it doesn't work out the way you think it's going to. The ball guide here sets up nice. It's like, okay, sure, no problem. I think this one actually plays a little bit more downhill than it looks. And as you can see, it's on a slope there. So work to be done on this second shot for sure. In fact, you might want to leave it a bit shorter so that you can dunk here. That might be something to think about. But anyway, I still wanted to show you this drive. I think it's important that you can see what you can do if you push it a little harder. And we'll just have to work on that second shot in the tournament. Good luck. Welcome to hole number 2. This is our first par 3. It's one of the toughest holes I found in the whole course. I'm giving this one 3 bars of backspin. I'm adjusting this shot at 20% minimum distance. You can see I'm setting it up to have that second bounce actually land on the third fairway, right on the green. There's no room for error here playing it this way. I make a clean adjustment, which is difficult to do. As you can see, we're going to set it back up. We're going to spin it around, and we're going to adjust from up top here. So this is not easy. So I want you to see this because it's painful. And I really think that having higher level clubs with like max backspin is really going to help here. Like something like a really high level Thor's hammer or something, I really believe is going to put you in a much better position because then you can bounce right on that second fairway. But I want you to see it can be done. We can get really close. I just needed a little more there, but ultimately, this one we're going to have to work on and really dial it to the tournament wins. However, we putt it, and we'll move on to hole number 3. Hole number 3, and we have our first par 5. Now, I'm setting this one up on the right-hand side, and I know that with good wind and good clubs, you could get this one way down there. However, I elect to lay up here, max back, 1 right spin, and we really just want to play this one to the end of this fairway on the right. So with this headwind here, we play accordingly. 10% max adjustment. And really no overpower, nothing crazy here. Just to get it down there. I give it a baby little bit of right curl just because of that right to left wind. keep it safe, keep it dry, and definitely keep it in the short grass. Don't go in the rough here. That would be a disaster because this is a long hole. Second shot, I'm bringing a big dog, whatever you've got with good distance. And as you can see, we're still at max distance. Now, tailwind here helps a lot, but it doesn't help me to show you how much easier that is. 4 bars of topspin, and I'm going to come at this one just to get it to the green. Now, I kind of wish I'd given this a bar of left spin. I think that would have made a lot more sense. However, no big deal, really. It's just ultimately we need to get this one to the green. So maximum overpower, and we have to crank it and hit perfect, or as close to perfect as you possibly can. And I think it actually, the wind direction here helps me out quite a bit. But we'll be off to the side. However, we are on the green in 2 on this par 5, and we are putting for eagle, and that's a good start on a brand new course. Hole number 4, par 4. I like to play this one here with a big topper. We got a big, long fairway on the left-hand side. You could also try to skip it over on the right past the bunker, but too high risk for my taste here, especially in early days of this new course. Max top, and we're just going to get this ball down the middle. So I make a 10% max adjustment, and we're going to push this one right back up to maximum distance. Now, overpower according to your tastes. I just gave it a baby amount here. You could go all the way up to max overpower if you think that's going to work out for you. The big topper, you get punished quite a lot if you hit great. So a great ball on an overpower can get kind of messy. I just wanted to play it clean, keep it down the middle, and give myself a look on the second shot. Second shot, I'm going for a rough bump. As you can see, we're kind of in mid to max distance. Because it's a headwind, I played it at max. If we're in tailwind, I'd play that at true club distance, right? So giving it a little bit of back and a little bit of right, 1 and 1. Then I play the second shot at 20% maximum distance. It's got that yellow ring straddling the fairway and the bunker, and line it up and knock it down. Now, unfortunately, we don't quite knock this one down, but you're going to see how cleanly we hit that rough, bringing it in nice and easy. This is going to be one that we're going to have a lot of fun with in the tournament. Hole number 5 looks to be a fairly straightforward rough bump here on this par 3. I'm setting it up with my sniper, and I play here at 30% medium distance. Now, I am bringing a kingmaker, but I don't think that's absolutely essential. 4 back, 2 left. Now, you see how I've got this ball guide pushing through the hole a reasonable amount, because once again, we're playing here in headwind. I've taken a lot of these headwind examples and decided to bring them into this video because we get so much of them from the front tee these days that I think it's important that we work through them and we do our best to learn and grow and get better. So we hit the rough right nice and just off to the side here. Just little tweaks, guys, but this is the path. Rough bump on this hole number 5. Hole number 6 is a par 5. Now, I play this one right down the middle. Max top, about a bar of right spin here into this crosswind. There we go. Max top, bar of side spin to the right. So 10% max is the adjustment here. And just look at this beautiful blue water off the Gold Coast on the eastern side of Australia. I've been down here. Beautiful part of the world. I would love to go back. So good day to all my beautiful Aussie mates. It's awesome just to have a course with a theme from such an incredible part of the world. So beautiful bump, rolling it up over the bunker, and just like I said, down the middle here. So second shot. Now, there's a couple ways you can come at this one. If you have enough distance in club, there is a little rough bump. I honestly sunk the rough bump, but did not record it. So I'm showing you actually a safer shot here anyway. 25% mid is what I've been working with here. And you'll see I'm checking max. So I know I'm roughly mid here. I'm giving it 2 left and about 2.5 bars of backspin. Now, I've got the second bounce on the green. I think this looks pretty the way it's set up. And I think there's a great possibility to turn this one into a regular albatross. So I'm thinking that this par 5 is going to become one of the ones in the tournament that we're going to need to try to work on dropping. So we come very, very close here. You're going to see just how much I like this shot, but yeah, it's going to take a little bit more work, but not too much, and we'll have ourselves a nice boom. I'll see you on number 7. Hole number 7, par 4. I'm going to show you 2 different ways to go here. Kingmaker and a quarterback, because this is a long one, and we need that left spin here. So max left, 4 back. Now, you see where that second bounce is? See the ball guide? It's just cutting into that shadow, the one that's sort of overhanging. That was my indicator, and I give this one max left curl and 10%. 10% max adjustment. This one should get us nicely to the left here, which is actually going to leave us a clean shot on our second shot. Now, the only thing I can think of to turn this into a really droppable shot is to play a power 5 ball here to get the full reach you're going to need. Otherwise, I thought I'd go with the horizon. So I'm going to go about 5 top, 2 bars of left spin here just to avoid that bunker on the right. We could have gone 1 left, I think would have been just a fine play. The wind isn't coming in too strong. Also, we don't have any tailwind either. So max overpower with that 5 top is what I decided to go with. So wind is going to be, of course, a huge factor, and how this one's going to play, the level of your clubs. But we got it down there. This one is a reasonable way to play. I'll show you from the right side now. All right, hole number 7, version 2.0. This one here, I'm playing with an extra mile and a Titan. The problem with the right side is those trees you see up on the right-hand side. So I go max top here, and we should be adjusting 10% max. I kind of eyeball it, but nonetheless, you see how to do it. Right edge, I got that red ring, just touching it full extension. So max overpower. You really should try to favor the left-hand side of the second fairway to give us a little bit more of a look through these trees. But I want you to see this. It's really important because I think the majority of people are going to go down the middle because it's such a big, wide open space. It seems to make sense. But then look what you got right in front of you. Boom, boom, boom. So we need bigger distance. So power 5, another good case to play power 5 here. But I think, you know, this is the front tee and this is a par 4. I try to avoid playing a power 5 on a hole like this. So I got the backbone coming in, 10% mid. We do need to go thick on the backspin here because there's not a lot to work with there. That's 6 bars of backspin. So that, again, depending on your clubs, you might want to use a Hornet instead of a Thorn and bounce it over that bunker. Might be a way to approach it there with the short irons. So think about it. We really got to continue to work and learn these shots. I'm trying to give you the best path that I've found so far. And I think this is something we can definitely work with. So we get a clean shot through the trees, bounce, and close to the hole. But we just need to work it a little bit more. See you on number 8. Hole number 8, par 3. I got a quarterback and a katana here. 4 back, 2 bars of right spin. What I'm looking to do here is have that second bounce right on the green. And we've got that red ring just clipping into the bunker. So like I said, 20% max here. We give it a nice clean pull. And you're going to see how this one comes in very, very nicely. So perfect ball, absolutely essential. Add that to your repertoire and do not remove it. So quick little bounce. Now you see how that did not actually land on the green. But we're coming in really close. I'm going to keep working this path all the way through the tournament. Hole number 9, par 5. I feel like I figured a pretty good way to do this drive. So I go 2 left and about 1 bar of topspin here. Now take a look at that bunker on the left in relation to my red ring. So I've got it set up very similarly that I'm not at full max, but I do play here 10% max. Now, lower wind, you can add a little bit of topspin here, but you don't want to go too crazy. Give it a nice little perfect shot, and you'll see here how get a nice little bounce, roll it out on the second fairway, and then the way it slopes here gives it a nice little extra kick right down there. So second shot I've been working on here at 15% max, and I go 4 backspin and 1 left spin here. So you can see we are at max right there. So we go 4 back, 1, just about 1 left. Call it 1 left, and it puts us just about exactly where we want to be. So we're very true to max distance here. Now, what I should have done is probably given this like 4.5 back, but I didn't have it. So we just take and pull this one back maybe just a little bit. You'll see what I mean. It comes in just a tiny bit hot, so we should just pull it back to like the plus 6 yard mark or something like that. And we might have to work with that hill that it's landing on. So a little bit of tweaking to go. But you know what, you guys? I wish you the very, very best of luck in this Christmas Down Under tournament, and I hope you have a great time out there. I'll be streaming live. Check my YouTube channel, and don't forget to subscribe and leave a thumbs up on this video. Thank you so much for watching. Good luck, everyone. We'll see you out on the course.